Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. But what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all. And thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bengals at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11.
Here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, they put together a strong effort last week and win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. 12. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Right at the 40. Burrow will throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
12. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
11. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. Hey. 11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eluding the pressure right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Option play, here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow going to try and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A solid gain of 15 yards in the sticks move.
11 MP, 11. 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
11 MT paint. 11 Mighty. 11. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
12. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12. 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Well, they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
First down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
On one, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
11 Mighty. 11. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT. 11.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll...
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 empty.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Mighty. 11 mighty.
bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, look at the juke. And some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
11. 12. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
11 mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. 5. On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 92 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
11 MT paint.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So another on-target throw in that last one, Charles. Going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
1-1, ready?
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Cook up the gut. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To the air, Allen. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Their catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Eli Apple. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Gun. Stop. 11 empty. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
We're down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. And
he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right.
It's caught inside the 25. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Here we go.
And they cover the jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 58 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
11, 11, 11.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That keeps the score at Bills 58, Bengals 37.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. They've got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Burrow will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 30 yards. And the Bills are in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.